Good evening. Welcome to Trivia Night. And boy, we have a trivia game here. It's fun for the whole family. Bring the kiddos in and bring in the popcorn, of course. We got to throw some popcorn when you get stumped. Yeah, throw that popcorn. Uh, if not, even after trivia, get you a well, there you go. I don't know if I like that new concept I got here, but at least you can see my face. Uh, it's a little smaller. Might have to change that up. We're making a lot of changes here at the show. Uh, so this is trivia night. So put your comments below and join in. Don't be shy. Stumpage. Is that what it's called? Stumpage? When you don't know the answer? Oh boy. So Linda might even win tonight. There's some oldies, everything from the 50s to now, I believe. Uh, let me bring this in. Yeah, make me little. So yeah, you guys could see it. It's all there. Um, Halloween. What do you know about Halloween? Have you got your pumpkins on your porch? They say don't carve them until close to Halloween night because they spoil really, really quick. Um, and not only that, you got the ghost in the trees, and don't go around TPing anybody's trees. Uh, keep your teens from doing that. I seen someone hurt from that. These cop shows they on cops. They had this kid and his girlfriend that was TPing trees, and the homeowner held them down until the cops got there. Yeah, don't do that. So, yeah, Karen says right there, good luck, guys. Karen, do you like it that small? It just seems kind of odd. I guess, and I don't know if you noticed in the last show we had a new intro. So Monday we'll have a new intro, a little bit of uh, people around the world and the regular show tune. No Googling. Yeah, no Googling for those that are just joining us. We got Hellions, Holes, and Poles we've been adding, and I'm going to try to get people off my own page. Start putting this on your page. No news, just trivia. So, all right. Um, let's get off to the trivia and get on to the first question. I need to keep track or number these or something to find out how many you guys are getting right out of how many. All right. First question. First question. All right. Unscramble this anagram to get a creature from European mythology. It's associated with Halloween. It looks like few lower, but unscramble it, and what do you get? What do you get? If you unscramble it, there is a European mythology associated with Halloween. What is it? Huh. Maybe I'll stump you guys right off. All right, Linda, where are you? Linda quit just listening. And now Beth said she's having dinner at her son's, so she might be on the road. She needs to get there early so her and the kids and her son could play. Oh, we got an answer down in the chat. Is it right? Yeah. Oh, she's listening. What are you doing at Kaiser? I thought you were going to your son's. There's no going to the hospital in trivia, or is there? Tell the nurses to watch, Beth. Tell them to watch. Tell them to put it on their phones and watch. So, what are you doing at Kaiser? There's no hospitals. It's just like there's no crying in fish. Um, Karen, have you tried that with the baby, telling her there's no crying in fish yet? What'd you do? Hurt your back since I talked to you? Oh. And Kaiser's striking. Or are they done with that? Because Kaiser was striking. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say no news. Oops. All right, here we go. Uh, ready for the answer. It's amazing. 4-minute video turns into an hour. And the answer is werewolf. The answer is a werewolf. All right, the next one. You hurt your back just so you could play trivia. All right, in Ireland, it's a tradition to serve a dish called a colcannon on Halloween. What are its main ingredients? Now you got to think of Ireland food. And when I looked at the two, I was like, who does that? Now I'm gonna say it's two veggies you put together. I don't know. You probably season it, but uh, not my type of dinner. I don't think I'm gonna have it on Halloween. Eat candy on Halloween. Ah, okay. So, what are the ingredients? So, think of two horrible, not two horrible veggies, because then you guys would put beets in it. No, it's two veggies you put together, and it's a dish in Ireland, so you know it's probably green. Something green in it. It's two ingredients. All right, Karen, you've got cabbage. There's still one more. Where'd William go? I think he went to go get this colcannon recipe. He's going to have it. Him and his dog's going to have for dinner tonight. Just season it. Uh, what is it? Uh, all right, what are the ingredients? Beth, you got to try it. See if your kids will eat it. It's mashed potatoes and kale or cabbage. So you could put kale. Who eats kale? I thought that was a garnish for the salad bar. Does anybody eat kale? Any? I'm from the 80s and 90s, and back when they used to dress up the the salad bars, and that's what we'd put in it to make it look pretty. Was kale. Uh, Leeks. Ugh, yes. But anyway, mashed potatoes and cabbage or kale, and you eat it. That's why I said you need to. I remembered this one because I went, ugh. All right, on to the next one. Halloween is a part of traditional 3-day observance among many Western Christians. What is it called? A lot of people, if you're not a real church goer, you're probably not going to know this one. But if you do, or you're a strong Christian, you know what these days are um, around Halloween. Now they call it Lost Souls Day. Is that what, or the Day of the Dead? Is what the I think down in Mexico they call it that. So what is it called for Christians? What is it called for Christians? You eat kale? Why? It goes as a pretty on a salad bar, Beth. Ooh, I don't know. I'm just not a big. To me, it's I don't know. I'd rather have fresh spinach if I'm going to have a green that rich. So, um, so what is it? I think we lost William. All right, and if you're just joining us, put your answers in the comments. We'll keep track of it for you. Have a little fun with us. We had what was it? Johnny, I think, was last week that joined us kind of late. He said he'd be back tonight. I think that's what his name was. Uh, so if he's watching, jump in here, jump in and play. All right, and the answer is All Saints Day. All Saints Day. Well, there ain't. All right. So name this movie with Abbott and Costello. Abbott and Costello meet who? Uh, Now, Beth knows this one because it was right in the middle of all of our home videos. I can't remember who. We had someone put all of our home videos on a videotape, and they put everything that was in the box. And right in the middle of all of our home videos was this movie. And you talk about being a crack up. So Rocky's doing. Oh, he's getting so big. I'm going to have to bring him in and let you guys see how big he is. He's huge. He's half the size of Jewel now. He's able to keep up with her, and well, he's getting kind of food aggressive though. So anyway, name this movie with Abbott and Costello. Uh, and let's see, get it in there. I know Franken. Did I just give you guys the answer? uh, well, Susan has Frankenstein, Dracula, and the werewolf. Um, your favorites, the time of their lives. Um, I liked all their movies. Some of them kind of got weird and too silly, but um, I liked for the most part all of them. So, all right. And the answer, and the answer is Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Okay, this phenomenon allegedly occurred the weeks leading up to Halloween 2016. There was sightings. I couldn't put the whole paragraph in. There was sightings leading up to this all over the United States, and it was scaring a lot of people. And so the police started going out and making arrests. Was it clowns, werewolves, or Chucky? Did William? Did you go try that Cole Cannon Ireland thing? Mashed potatoes and kale or cabbage. I don't think Mickey's going to eat that. There's no meat in it. There's no protein. Uh, Dogs aren't supposed to eat potatoes anyway. They're not supposed to eat potatoes. It makes them sick. Uh, yeah. No, 2016 to be the other one that was running in that year. She's a clown. All right. Uh, and the answer is clowns. Answer was clowns. There was a ration of people going out scaring folks dressed up as clowns, and they ended up being arrested for a public nuisance, is what it was. Okay, on to the next one. Heck, we might get done early tonight. Join on in. The ghost of Al Capone, Birdman Stroud, and other notorious notables are said to haunt what former federal penitentiary? You got to think of where Al Capone was, or Birdman Stroud. What was it? What penitentiary was it? And it's still, they say, see ghosts today. They still see ghosts today. And some of the tour people say sometimes when they go through early in the mornings to open up, they can hear moans or clanging on the bars or doors shutting. I think that's kind of neat. So, all right, on to the answer. On to the answer. I think Beth is getting her back x-rayed. And the answer is Alcatraz. The answer is Alcatraz. Name this Don Knotts movie. It was a haunted house. A haunted house. And Don Knotts was in it. What was the name of it? Now, my favorite Don Knotts movie is the one about the fish. I can't even think of the name of it. I know the song I Wish I Were a Fish was in it. I love that one with him. Or The Shakiest Gun in the West. But this was a haunted house. So name this Don Knotts movie. I went to see the Alcatraz. Oh my gosh, I was young. I think I was in high school. And we went to Fisherman's Wharf and got some of the best hot sourdough bread. They used to sell it on the wharf, but not no more. It's just, we won't go there. All right. So name this Don Knotts movie. It's an oldie. Where's Linda? She would know these. She would know some of these oldies. I'm gonna get to some more recent one. What was the name of that one with the fish? Anybody know? The one with the name of the fish. What was it? I don't know. Sometimes I think they got that. You know that one cartoon with the goofy blue fish that can't remember nothing. Sometimes I wonder they kind of spin off from this movie. Okay, and we're going to get to the answer, and the answer is, get in there, Susan. Mr. Limpet, yeah, Incredible Mr. Limpet. That's it. That's the one. And The Shakiest Gun of the West is really good. All right. The answer is The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. The Shakiest Gun in the West, he was a dentist. And he was scared of everything. All right. The Ghost and Mr. Chicken is the answer. You never saw his movies? Oh, that's why you didn't know it. All right. And Peanuts. So let's get into Peanuts. Who kept getting rocks when the gang was out for tricks or treats? I got some easy ones in here, some hard ones in here. So far, everybody's doing really well. Who kept getting rocks when the gang was out for tricks or treats? Peanuts. I think this one's an easy one. Everybody knows. Yeah. How many years did we watch that as kids? Every year at Halloween. Now you can almost watch it any time if you. Sometimes you get some of the prime channels. So, all right. And I liked how the one with the smelled, and the little smell cloud would go right next to his costume. That just cracked me up. All right, and the answer is Charlie Brown. The answer is Charlie Brown. Okay, and Peanuts again, and the Halloween show. Snoopy dressed as a World War I flying ace. Imagine that his what was an airplane. What did he fly? And he pretended it was an airplane. Pigpen, yeah, that was the one that had the smell that went behind him. That I haven't watched it in so many years. All my kids are growing up, and I say, "Let's watch Charlie Brown," and they're like, No, we've seen it already. Yeah, see how kids are. Okay. And let's see. So if you're just joining us, put your comments, or put your answers in the comments. The answer is a doghouse. These are great ones tonight. All right. Again, I believe we got another Peanuts one after this. Maybe, maybe not. All right. According to Linus, the great pumpkin rises up from the most what pumpkin patch? Was it a colorful, unscrupulous, or sincere? I didn't know this one. I was like, okay, the great pumpkin rises up in the pumpkin patch and brings candy to all the little kids. No, it's colorful, unscrupulous, or sincere. Which one was it? He was the Red Baron. Yeah, I love that one. You know, they did. There was a group that did a song about Snoopy, and him being um, a flying baron. I can't remember the name of the boy. Maybe I'll have to have it trivia for next week. Um, it was a song that was put out, and I don't know. They may have played it on that show. I'm not sure. So you have to believe that's right. All right, and the answer to this one is the Great Pumpkin rises from the most sincere pumpkin patch. Huh. Now, and I was like, now I'm gonna have to go back and see if that's what he says. I don't know. We'll find out. All right, Peanuts. Who cuts too many holes in their ghost costume on the night of Halloween? Who cuts too many holes in their ghost costume? Someone had a holy one. Oh, at least he had plenty of eye holes. Because you do that with the kids, and it's like gets out of whack, and you're trying to straighten the sheet out for your kid. So, who cuts too many holes in their ghost costume? So, if you're just joining us, jump in and put your answers in the comments. We play trivia every week. Come on in about, uh, it's 6 p.m. my time. It would be 7 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Pacific time. So, uh, soup at the Olive Garden. What are you doing at the Olive Garden? I thought you were. Boy, she's all over the place tonight. All right. So, who cuts too many holes in their ghost costume? And the answer is Charlie Brown. The answer is Charlie Brown. And he got rocks. Um, Now, Linus never went trick or treat. Remember, he wasted his time and didn't get candy because he went and spent the whole night in the pumpkin patch. And Charlie Brown's little sister joined him, and she missed out. All right, name this Tom Cruise vampire movie. This is a newer one. This isn't no old Ghost of Mr. Chicken one. Name the Tom Cruise vampire movie. Was also the movie was made from a book. Rice, is that her name? Rice. Now I remember seeing this, but I didn't think it was that good of movie. But I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan, so uh, Anne Rice wrote the book. Okay, vampires suck. I like that one. So if you're joining us, put your answers in the comments. And we're about halfway through the game. You could still get lots of points. It's all for fun, folks. All right. So name this Tom Cruise vampire movie. I think it's the only one he did where he was a vampire. Now he's done what? Mission Impossible, like 3, I think they're on. So, um, you like that too. That's what the movie should have been. The name of it. I like William's answer for that one. All right. So the answer is, if you haven't got your answer in, get it in now. Answer interview of I have I think it's with a vampire, but interview of a vampire. I think it's with a vampire. Karen got that right. Even corrected me. Yeah, typos. Vampires suck. All right. Bark at the Moon, written about transforming into a werewolf, was a hit song by which musician? It was a rock song. Yeah, who did that one? Uh, yeah, who did that one? Bark at the Moon, written about transforming into a werewolf. I think he could. And he was the one that bit the heads off the bat. No, no, no. Yeah, he did it. I think he did a bird. Um, so did Alice Cooper. But Alice Cooper, folks, I went to one of his just one concert, and it sickened me. He had dolls, only women bleed, and he was like cutting the heads off of dolls or pulling the heads off dolls and pouring blood out of them. It was disgusting. Uh, so who did Bark at the Moon? So I gave you a hint. This guy, it wasn't a bat, it was a bird, and he did it in front of a whole bunch of producers and managers, and it freaked him out. So, uh, okay, so here we go. Them kind of people are freaky like that. And the answer is Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne. According to the show's theme, which family were creepy, kooky, mysterious, and spooky? According to the show's theme song, which were creepy, kooky, mysterious, and spooky? It's the easy one. This one, everybody ought to know this one. Everybody ought to get this one right. According to the show's theme. Yeah. And it was started off in black and white for the longest time. Now, the Munsters, so it's not the Munsters. That's what you're thinking it is. They were always in black and white, I believe. I don't think they ever really went to color. So I know everybody knows this one now. Everybody's going to know this one. Everybody's snapping their fingers about now. I like the Munsters right. I have to say that. All right. The answer is the Addams Family. All right. Name this horror film. This is a newer one. And she's been in how many of them? I know there's the 3, 4, or 5. I don't know. What is it? Now it's not Friday the 13th, but Friday the 13th up at what, 10? Yeah, there was 1 and 2 wasn't so good. Then there was 3 and 4 and yeah. Uh, this was a Michael, I think. There was Jason, Michael, and Creepy. One with the claw, Freddy. There you go. Chucky. I don't like horror films like this. That just creeps me out that there's serial killers out there that do this for reals, and they don't even wait for Halloween. So, okay. And Bride of Chucky. Yeah. I got a Chucky doll. So Halloween, I'll probably pull them out. Let you guys sit with Chucky. I'll have to go find me my wolf head again. I like being a she-wolf. I really do. All right, so the answer, and I believe this is Michael, Jamie Lee Curtis. And the answer is Halloween. All right. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. It was a what? Smash. You have to sing it. Might have to sing it. Yeah, the monster mash. He did the mash. It was the monster mash. It was a what smash? It was a what kind of smash? So if you're in here and for the first time, I know we're over there in Hellions Holes and Poles tonight. Jump on in and put your answers in the comments. But like I said, we start the show 7 p.m. Eastern time. It'd be 6 Central time and 4 p.m. on Pacific time. I don't know what Mountain time would be. I'm all messed up with Mountain time. All right. And what was it? It was a what kind of smash? It was a graveyard smash. Which Halloween song is famous for ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang? What's the name of that song? Yeah, which Halloween song is famous for the line ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang? Huh. This easy one, guys. I knew. I had to sing it first. I had to sing it first. I sang the whole chorus. It was like, and then I knew it. And then I knew it. Yep. It's got to sing it in your head. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Where did they, I wonder how they got that, for a chorus. Did they just run out of, they didn't know what they're going to say? And yeah, it's like Journey, the la, 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 or na, na. That's what it is. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. It's like, get over nanas. So which one was the Walla Walla Bing Bang song? Oh, everybody's thinking, everybody's singing. See, I got a little movies, I got trivia, I got music, Halloween music. It's a little bit of everything tonight. Next week will be the same. Boy, no one's saying nothing. They got quiet. Did we stump them? Stumpage. So William called it stumpage. How many times did you sing it, William, before you figured it out? Or did you have it first time through and just waited? Waited. Yeah. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Everybody's kind of singing it. I can hear it over there in investigators on Facebook. You didn't know, Karen? Or did it dawn on you after he put it in there? I think it was a hard one. Well, I knew it right off after I sang the chorus, and then I knew what the words were. So, all right, here we go. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. The witch doctor. Let's see, I told the witch doctor I fell in love with you. I believe that's the first line to it. Yeah, there you go. It was the witch doctor. All right, on to the next one. Heck, we're almost through. You're over halfway through. Okay, there's a branch from North America called What Pumpkins? Okay, there's a band from North America called What Pumpkins? What is their name, the group's name? It's a pop rock band, I think. Makes you want to shrink some heads. There you go. I've got, heck, I got all kinds of skeletons and stuff around here. I ought to set up a skeleton on my over here on the desk just for Halloween. There's a band from North America called What Pumpkins? It's a pop rock group, I believe. It's a newer band. It's I believe in the 80s, 90s. What is their name? When I first seen it, I didn't catch on to it, and then my kids listened to it, so I knew. And Susan, do you know? Susan's disappeared, and she was getting ahead there. And the answer is Smashing Pumpkins is the name of the group. Smashing Pumpkins. All right, what do you call a group of witches? What do you call a group of witches? I mean, like the ones that were riding on the water in the weather show today. Wasn't that creepy in a way? I don't know. I don't know if I could just sit there and watch a group of witches with paddles floating across the water. What is it called? What do you call a group of witches? The squad. Yeah. Maybe that's who was on the water on the weather show, is who Susan said. They had a few extras with them. A few extras. I don't know. I'd have to watch it again. I'd probably call them all by name. Sure, not the reindeer names. All right, and the answer. What do you call? Yeah, that was a good one, Susan. The answer is a coven. The answer is a coven. Uh, yep, that's what a batch of witches are called. One's on even boards. Okay, what is the other name for witches? A large kettle or a boiler? What is the other name for witches' large kettle or boiler? Boy, we got the witches thing happening today. The witches on boards. Yeah, witches and witches and witches. What is the other name? That's right. William said a cauldron of witches stew. What is it? Um, Sugars and spice and everything nice. And what is it for the then they put little children in the oven. They boil them first and then they put, that's horrible for me to say. Not all witches are like that. Not all of them put kids in ovens, but Hansel's and Gretel's did. What's the answer? The answer is a cauldron. A cauldron. Huh. What is next? Okay. Voted the most scariest movie of all time. What was it? Now I know. I knew what scared the hell out of me for movies, and it sure wasn't the Night of the Living Dead. Now that scared the hell out of my sister Peg. She won't watch zombie movies after that. She don't like zombie movies. What was voted the most scariest movie of all time? Still to this day, they say. Voted the most scariest movie of all time. They say it's even over the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Because, see, that was second. The other one was the one where I can't think of the name, but the one where the guy trapped the people in the room and tortured them. That was voted, I think, third or fourth, but voted the most scariest movie of all time. I'm not seeing anything yet. They're still thinking. They got no Googling, no Googling. Okay, and let's see what the answer is. I think we're getting down to the very last one. The answer is The Exorcist. The Exorcist. Okay, name this movie. Name this movie. This was a Disney movie. I did like it. I liked this one. This was a pretty good one. Um, I don't care much for. I didn't care much for any of the actresses in it, nor the actors, but it was made well. They did a good job, and it became a hit for Disney. Get out a can of pea soup. That's right. Yep. It gave, yeah, the first showing in San Francisco that they did of The Exorcist. They had um, half the audience either passed out, threw up, or ran out of the theater screaming. Now, isn't that something? And they've never had that happen ever again. I think it was just too much for the us in the 70s. That was creepy. That was just a creepy movie. My dad took me to see it in San Francisco, but it wasn't the world premiere of it. It was after. Um, so, what is the name of this movie? Okay, we are ready for the answer. And the answer is Hocus Pocus. And that is it. And I'm counting up the scoreboard. Oh boy. So we had Beth had 5. Uh, William had 13. Susan had 17. Way to go, Karen, with 19. But Susan, you trailed off there for a second. You were ahead of Karen by about 3 points for a while. So, way to go, Miss Karen. Okay. So, way to go, Karen, with 19. Susan with 17. William with 13. And Beth with 5. Way to go. Next week, we'll have more scary Halloween stuff. And of course, subscribe and play. Like I said, we're at 7 o'clock on Friday, every Friday, 6 o'clock for Central Time, and 4 p.m. Pacific Time. So come on in, bring family and friends, and have a good time and play a little trivia. So, with that, I thank you very much. Subscribe and hit the like button, and we will see everyone on Monday, and trivia will be next Friday. Me and William look forward to seeing you on Monday for William's News and Justice for All. Have a great weekend and fill the churches.